about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy. You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hawk, yeah.
Yo, rest in peace to my son, though.
Who that?
You already know I had to come out with the rest in peace.
Word, rest in peace. I just seen that happen today, right?
Yeah. They pulled my man's off life support.
I'm not a big wrestling person at all. Like, what was his name again? But I seen the news today.
Scott Hall.
Scott Halls?
Yeah, Scott Hall.
R.I.P. Scott Halls. You heard it here.
Yeah.
Condolences to his family.
He's a legend.
Nah, yeah, I recognize his picture. Like, so when I see it, I'm like, oh wow, I know his picture. I just didn't like. I'm not big on wrestling, so I never like followed. You have to be like a superstar for
I
me.
like
Like.
wrestling. I'm big on wrestling, but I'm not a fanatic or anything. Like, if anything, we can talk about old school wrestling. I know all about that, but wrestling, I'm not. But anyways, the next segment.
Wait, hold on. Let me do the introduction real fast. Welcome back, everybody. We here, summertime, all the time, right on time. Sluggy, got Jay here on IG Live. Smash that like button like Hawk. Subscribe. It's the road to 100. Help us get to 100 subscribers, and then the highway to 1,000 subscribers, so we can get sponsorships and everything else. So please subscribe. All right, yeah. This segment we wanted to I wanted to get a discussion with Jay because I seen your comments throughout the week since the shit dropped. To talk about the Batman movie. So
Yes.
I enjoyed it. So I just wanted to know, let the people know what you thought.
I'm not gonna argue with anybody. If you leave a comment, if you say if you don't like it, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not gonna convince you why you should like it, why nothing, because it's gonna win Oscars. That's like, I feel like I don't need to disrespect the MCU, but I'm on my Martin Scorsese shit when I mean like I don't really consider them like films per se. Like I just think that they're like.
Oh shit. Sorry about that. Yo.
It's fans. It's not.
My fault. Just go back like 10 seconds. It cut up real fast. Yeah, you go. You could go now.
Okay. Yeah. So I feel like it's more fan service. And you know, this Batman film was like really, really good because it totally sets the bar on, you know, superhero movies. Because I feel like now, like, this is gonna really make other people like, yo, if we want to do superhero movies and we want to, you know, get nominated for Oscars and we want to do all this, like, we gotta be on that level. Like,
yeah.
We gotta. Cinematography, ridiculous. The acting, top notch. Like, everything was perfect. Like, this was like actually reading a comic. And I feel like with the Batman movie, like when I was watching it, there was so much stuff. Like I felt like they could have did a Spawn movie. I felt like they could do a good Punisher movie.
Right.
It was good. I liked it. I liked it. It was the best
Batman
movie in my opinion by far.
By far, word.
And no one's gonna convince me otherwise. So
I honestly, all right. I do think it was a great movie. I do think it was really good. I do want to see it again. Like, but you know, I'm waiting to either go to the movies again or wait till it comes out clear because I can't do. I tried to watch it bootleg like last night. They actually got like a decent copy up, but I'm like, it's not hitting it for me the way I wanted to hit. Like, so I just took it off quick. But I liked it, but I don't think it was the best Batman movie. But Dark Knight still, like, if you rewatch Dark Knight again, it's amazing, you know.
I think
But
Dark Knight I think Dark Knight was good because of Heath Ledger and
I see people saying that a lot. I see.
Movie than it was a Batman movie.
And it's funny because I see people saying that a lot, and I could get why they're saying that because he did take the movie over the top. But nonetheless, Batman without him in that movie, it's still, to me, like I was saying this other day, it's like Batman Begins. You know,
Batman Begins.
It's just as good as that. And Batman Begins was really good, but nonetheless, he is in the movie. You can never take that away. So watching the movie it keeps you for real on edge that whole movie. But what I can say is they both have different aspects where they did a lot of things better, you know, than each other. So for one, of course, the new Batman, amazing job of capturing Gotham. Like, they really make you feel Gotham is scary this time. Like,
they make Gotham feel like a character.
Yeah,
rather than like.
yeah, like you really feel like damn Gotham. Like before, we always knew Gotham, but they have their dark moments and stuff. But I don't know, this one made you really feel like, yo, wow, Gotham is like, and even the way they portrayed how Gotham is starting to react to Batman, or the Batman, as we should say, right? Like you can see this the frightening, the fear. You can see it, like you can feel it. So I like that aspect of it. His suit was cool. It wasn't the best, but it was cool. I think it was better than Christian Bale's suit. I didn't like Christian Bale's suit. I never did. It looked too militant for me.
Christian, I didn't like Christian Bale's fight scenes. He was always like that, like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Like he was like.
He was definitely a whack fighter, especially yeah. All those movies. I'm sorry. That's why Bane whipped his ass, because that same reason he couldn't fight.
The choreography was.
Yeah, it wasn't there. Who else? I didn't like Riddler's suit. I didn't like it. Wasn't a fan of it.
Riddler, you didn't like Riddler's suit?
Wasn't a fan of it. I like the this. I like.
You want him with the corny ass cane.
Yeah, you don't gotta make it look corny though. You don't have to make it look corny. Look, Jim Carrey shit looked cool for that type of movie in 1985. It looked straight out of a comic. But you could have still did that without making it look so like cosplay.
I mean, if you made him look like a hobo, had like a hobo suit kind of.
Nah, I think they should have went with comic accurate, but just made it look very modernized. Like,
I don't know. I don't know if that kind of like Zodiac 7 style Riddler would work.
1 second. Sorry.
Yo, Tyler. Yo, Tyler.
Sorry, my dog was wild. I had to get the the ball from her, making mad noise.
But yeah, I don't know if that would have worked. I don't know if that would have worked with what they're doing. Yo, Tyler, you fucked up the laptops yet?
Yo,
I
what's,
don't know, bro.
what's
I
good,
don't know.
Tyler?
I think that style works for that character. I don't know if like the suit. Maybe he will get the suit inside. Maybe he will
But-
pretend to clean his act up.
That's another thing that I am aware of, since it's year 2 only in that universe, that there's a lot of growing for everybody in this world. So I am aware of that. So it does take away a little of the his suit gets a pass. Like, it's not the worst suit neither. I really do like the the bright green, all of that. But nonetheless, it didn't take away from the movie to me. Like, I thought Riddler was dope. He just gave me a Hush vibe. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what they. Oh, spoiler warning! If you ain't seen Batman, you should probably leave this chat right now because I'm about to.
Oh, word, this is a spoiler alert.
Spoiler. So they do reference Hush. They do reference Hush in the movie,
They did a few references, right? They did a few references to a few comics, right?
Well, Hush was like the big one.
Okay.
So when they were talking to the reporter that Thomas Wayne killed,
Okay.
that's Roger Elliott. Roger Elliott is the father of Thomas Elliott, who becomes Hush.
Mm.
So I'm thinking that Hush is gonna want to get revenge on Batman or whoever he thinks killed his dad. Then he becomes Hush.
Okay.
But I don't know how they're gonna do that because the Riddler serves. He's kind of like Hush and Riddler at the same time. So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna work that out. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna question Matt Reeves and how he does things.
I see what you
He
mean.
seems to know more about it than.
Yo,
I'm not gonna
give me 1
question-
second, one more time. I'm sorry about this. I gotta put my dog over
Nah,
there.
nah, you good.
She's wild. Alright, sorry about that. I'm good now. I'm good from here on out. Let's put her in the room. But yeah, you were saying with Hush that they it was Riddler and Hush like kind of mixed in a
Yeah,
way.
because in it seems like so what Riddler was doing was like exposing everybody and shit like that. Hush kind of did that already.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know and gave
Yeah.
it to Riddler.
Hmm.
So I don't know how he's gonna, and I don't even think Matt Reeves knows how he's gonna do that because he literally adapted that to from Hush to Riddler.
Mm.
So I don't know. I mean, they even took the look from Hush when he had the tape all over his face.
Yeah.
So,
Right. I loved how they started it on Halloween.
Yeah. On Halloween.
That was dope to me.
I like that.
And it was cool because they had just came out with the Long Halloween animation movie. So I didn't know about it. So people like me that didn't know about it, I'm pretty sure you got put on when you seen the animated movie. So it's cool to know about it right before the movie came out. You know what I mean? It came out last year.
Oh, I didn't know that. I mean,
Oh, you didn't
I've
see
never-
the animated movie?
No.
They came
There's
out with
so
2
many
parts.
animated movies where I can't keep up.
Nah, with DC, yeah, you definitely can't keep. Like I can't keep. I'm not saying you. I'm saying anyone can't keep up with DC. But they came out with the 2021. They came out with 2 parts. One early in the year, part 1, and then part 2 came out like I think near October or whatever. Yeah, Long Halloween. It was dope. Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
And they're both long
Yeah,
movies.
I've
Like
always
they're both like an hour and some change.
But there's so many Batman stories that, like, if I try to follow up, bro, in the comics, there's like 5 different Batman stories going on at once, coming like monthly.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I just keep up with the or I try at least to just keep up with what comes out, either movies or animations, you know, like, cause like if I was to try to go into the comic world, that's too much for me. That's like, I would get into a rabbit hole, and you know.
it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like chasing all these fucking stories and shit like that. Like at one point I was trying to read all the best ones, and anytime I spoke to somebody different or one on some website, like when I first started, like, can you read the Batman? They was like, well, you gotta read this one. Well, you gotta read this one. And I'm like, yo, dude, fuck all this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, what did you think about Falcone?
I like that they actually fucking used him and like they made him like a major player in the movie for once.
Did you see that coming?
No, I thought he was gonna be a minor character.
I didn't know he was gonna be in the movie at all. So when they showed him
I
in the,
expected him to be in the movie because
I get it.
Halloween.
and I feel you, but I didn't even know what to expect really from this movie. And even watching the trailer, I just didn't know, like, you know, I'd be oblivious sometimes to the storyline, you know. So going into it, I'm like, all right. And then the actor they picked for it, I ain't gonna lie, I love him as an actor. He a good actor. You feel me? Like
He was in like a few Spike Lee movies.
yeah, exactly. Back in the day, he was in Transformers and stuff like that. He was in Mr. D's Anger Management, you know. So I like him a lot. You know, he's a good actor. And seeing him play Falcone give me a whole different perspective on him now. Like he did Falcone great, bro. Like I caught chills. Like, nah, this man is good at Falcone. Like,
He was good. I think the best actor there was Colin Farrell. Honestly, Colin Farrell.
why you say that? You say, but it doesn't have to do anything with the prosthetics on his face and everything, right? The makeup and all the.
Well, they wanted to use Jonah Hill.
I seen that rumor way back like 3 years ago. I didn't like that.
They really wanted Jonah Hill, but
I didn't like that. I don't like Jonah Hill as actor no more.
You know what? Like, it's crazy because all the films he took after that were trash.
I feel you. Once he went like super, I think what it was, he won an Academy Award or something, some shit like that, right? Once he won that award, that Oscar, whatever he won, that nigga rose. He got.
that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
Yeah, he had got a he was like a big deal, and then after he like, you know, like A-listers basically, like they named him in them. Ever since then, I feel like he been too celebrity. He let Hollywood get to him too much, and he's just not as funny as he used to be. He tries to be too hard, and it's just, but that's nonetheless.
He only does movies with Leo now. He did Don't Look Up with Leonardo. Like,
I like Don't Look Up. That was cool.
I thought it was alright. I didn't think it was that good. But
You know, I'm into all of that.
It had a good message. I liked the political commentary on it. But I did think Colin Farrell was good, though. I think he was a good actor. I think he was the best actor. I think it was him. Who was that other dude, Commissioner Gordon?
Oh yeah, I forgot his name, but word, that's the guy that played the Watcher in What If. Well, he voices the Watcher. Let me say that.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, he voices the Watcher in What If, and he also voices Batman in the Batman Audio Adventures. Remember that we used to talk about a couple months back?
Yeah.
He voices Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all comes together.
Yeah,
now.
he does.
But
It's fine.
the dude Blade was
Who?
Marshall Ali.
Word?
Yeah.
That's different.
It was supposed to be Jonah Hill, Blade, Zoe Kravitz.
I don't know how I would have wanted that though. I think the guy that they picked now, I like him better. For
I like
that
him
role.
better too.
Yeah, for the role, I like him better for Jim Gordon. He does it well.
Yeah, I think Marshall Ali got the Marvel, like I guess they offered him the Marvel, and then he was just like, fuck it.
Yo, you heard about the spin-offs for that run?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at first they was doing the GCPD, but then they canceled that. After the movie came out, they scrapped it, and now they doing the Arkham Asylum based on all the villains that's in there.
Is Batman gonna be in it?
I'm pretty sure he'll make an appearance.
I hope not.
He doesn't have to.
I mean, I would hope not. Like, who would even be the main character of that?
I don't know, but I was talking about this the other day that I heard that it would be like a because I heard this online that actually I heard this it was you ever watch John Campea?
No.
He's a YouTuber channel where he talks about Marvel and stuff and movies. But he said his theory was that he was like it could be a anthology. He's like he would love for it to be an anthology and each episode is a different villain but based on their time in Arkham Asylum, you feel me? And then that you don't have to necessarily watch all of them like a storyline. It's just each episode would be this villain's episode, and I was like that'd be cool if they did like an hour worth, 55 minutes worth of each villain, like their time just in Arkham, and then a little flashbacks of their origins of how they got there, or whatever. That'd be dope.
Yeah. So for the spin-off, I've been hearing like the argument like, oh, like not everything needs a spin-off, but I feel like there's a lot of value in these spin-offs, right? Like, so Matt Reeves has to build an entire like rogues gallery, so he can't do that in one movie. He can't do that in two movies.
You can't, and even if so, and even if you could do it in 5 movies, you know how long it's gonna take you.
Yeah.
So if you putting out in between each movie a series or 2 on HBO Max, right? You get or even Disney Plus, let's say, right? You get to expand this whole realm that you're trying to, the whole world building.
But honestly, you could just do that with Penguin. Like I don't really think we need to.
Okay, I was gonna say that they're coming out also, with the Penguin spinoff. So on series on HBO Max. I think you can do 2 because it's 2 different type of stories and they both not based outside. Like one is that is based indoors inside the jail, and then one is so it's like
the iceberg, right? It's like the iceberg lounge.
Yeah, you feel me? Exactly. So is that what it's called? I'm not even sure. I'm not even...
The iceberg lounge. Yeah.
Yeah. So one would be,
that was a comics.
So I think one would be in Gotham and one would be in Arkham. So they'll give you 2 different vibes, I think. So I think you can do 2. It's just how spaced apart are you gonna do them? You gonna do them back to back? Are you gonna how does that work? Does it affect anything?
I've noticed something and nobody online is talking about it. And I called all my friends and I tried to ask people that know, and no one seems to know. So there was a scene in Batman where Batman shows up, he knocks on the door, and the 2 twins open the door and he fucks up the 2 twins.
Yeah.
So there's 2 twins. There's 2 twin villains in the comic called Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And they walk around with ratchets all the time with like Uzis and shit. So why would they put 2 twins in there? I mean, right? Like, why would they put twins?
That's good.
What is the significance of that?
That's good. That's actually like world building at its finest. If you think about it.
I'm the only one that notices that. Like, and then I was with my friend and he's a huge Batman fan. I was like, is that Tweedledee Tweedledum? He's like, what? Who is that? And I'm like, bro, you don't know Tweedledee? Like, that's such an obscure character.
Yeah. Yo, question. What do you think it was that Batman injected himself with at the end? That green fluid?
Like, my friend that I went with, he seems to think it was Bane, the Venom, and everybody in the comic book community.
That's what I thought when I first in the theater.
Yeah. So apparently Batman used the Venom early into his career, like year 1, year 2, and he used it before Bane did, but only small doses. But I don't think because they have the color in it.
So you think it is Bane shit?
Bro.
It has to be. So yeah, it makes sense. And then you say he used to use it early in his career, so before even Bane used it, so that makes sense. And that's what I thought off rip. Like, I'm like, they just did that? That's so fire. Like, they didn't have to do that. I was like, they didn't have to do that. That was so fire. Like, that, if that is what I think it is, that's so fire. That's what I was saying, like, in the theater.
Yeah. So I think that, like, he's just letting you know that, like, all these people exist in that universe. So it more or less, like, how they're gonna do it, you know, like, because if the Bane stuff exists and what the world he's trying to build is I forgot what the island was called, Santa Prisca, something like that. Like, is that a place? Because they mentioned the city that Nightwing is from at the end.
I didn't even catch
They're
that.
like, that's what Catwoman said. So y'all going to Bloodhound City, some shit like that.
Well, I didn't catch it. I didn't know that. Let me say that.
What?
I didn't know what his city was called. Nightwing.
It's like blood.
Something. But that's where she was going. See, stuff like that is cool to know because it goes over anyone's head if you don't even know that. And I didn't know that, and I'm a Batman fan, so that's dope to know.
No, yeah. When she said like bloodstone, I was like, oh, that's where Nightwing is from. So we already know, and her going over there, like, is she gonna get a spinoff? Like, are they gonna touch on what's going on over there?
You give her own movie. You don't give her a spinoff.
I don't know if they're gonna give it. I hope they don't.
Word? You hope they don't? Nah, you good off that?
No.
Yo, what did you think of the Joker Easter egg at the end?
I thought that was
Or
weird.
cameo, I should say, right?
I thought that was my friends, like the people that they really seemed to like it, but I felt like that was so weirdly put into place that we didn't need that.
I got two things for me. One, rushed. Two, unnecessary.
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe it was just, contractual obligations.
Yeah.
Probably like, yo, like, we're gonna use you, but he was like, you gotta, like, if you want me to be in it, like, you gotta put me in it just to make sure that, like, this is like a done deal. So maybe it was that. I'm not too sure. I know there was a deleted scene with him in it that Matt Reeves said that he's gonna put in, like, the HBO Max version.
Were?
Yeah. He did a whole scene with him.
I didn't know that.
So he did a scene with him, and he's in the dark. You don't really see his face or anything, and he's just playing cards.
Oh, okay.
By himself. He's playing solitaire, and then Batman talks to him, and then that was it.
Oh, okay.
So, but he edited it out because he was just like, it just seems like there's no fit.
It's dope because you want people to gel with what they just seen also. Let it relish, let it, marinate. You don't want to put too much on the plate that is like, oh, now we excited for Joker, so let's just forget everything that happened right now, right? Like, it's cool, but yeah, Joker's, like, that can happen. Joker's a big, powerful character. What happened?
I said, him putting Joker in it would have overshadowed.
That's what I'm getting at. Exactly, that's what I'm getting at. Joker's such a big deal, it will overshadow it, so it's like, you don't need to do it. That's why I even felt this part was unnecessary. If it was, like, rushed, like, y'all could have did that in the next movie and then teased him in the next movie, so y'all know down the line he's something. Now it kind of seems like he has to be in the sequel when I didn't want that.
No, Matt Reeves already said he's not going to be in the sequel.
Well, that's good then, because I didn't want that, honestly.
He said that, like, the director said pretty much the way it's gonna work is kind of gonna be like Thanos from Infinity War. Like, you're gonna see him every now and then, and it's gonna build up.
That's smart. That's the best way to do it. I was gonna. Go ahead.
What?
No, go ahead.
Oh no, because at the end when he said everybody loves a comeback story, and he started laughing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they just gonna tease, and then he's gonna break out of jail, and then.
That's fire. That's they should do it like that. I was gonna ask, who would you want for the sequel, like the villain to be, or the storyline to be around at least, if not one.
I don't know.
No?
Somebody asked me that, and like I don't really have like a good answer. I can tell you like, I can tell you who I would want. I would want KG Beast. Like I think KG Beast was fit in that world.
I be seeing that come up in the comments and stuff.
I think KG Beast is like the only character that I can think of off the top of my head that fits Firefly would work perfect with that world. Like my next movie would have been Hush, Firefly, and Cage and Beast. Like if we were following the three like villains, it would have been Hush, Firefly, Cage and Beast. Maybe they can use Two-Face. You know,
I want Mr. Freeze or Court of Owls.
Yeah, Court of Owls seems to be something that's probably gonna happen.
And if they want to fan service me personally, they'll throw Clayface somehow in there.
But I think Clayface would be like just a plastic surgery dude, right?
I don't know his story, so like I just found out a little bit about it recently, but I don't really know. You know.
No, like Clayface from the comic is like I don't even fucking remember how he became Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, that could be a good one too, because then you can show Batman going against somebody that's mad strong and like beastie. So that's crazy.
Like, it'd be Solomon Grundy. I guess Clayface, like it would have to be realistic, right? So how would they do Clayface? Like a dude that just fucking does plastic surgery on himself and kills people?
Maybe he got into an accident and he had to take a certain type of plastic surgery and it went wrong. I don't know. That's cliche though. I don't like that.
And then for Mr. Freeze, they could fucking put liquid nitrogen
Like,
and fucking break people's arms off and shit.
Mr. Freeze would be the craziest movie they can do, bro. I'm telling you now. The way that they just did that movie, if they could do Mr. Freeze with that element, bro, oh my god, it would be bananas.
Well, Mr. Freeze has the deepest backstory of all.
That's what I'm trying to say. If
His origin is
his
crazy.
stories itself would tell itself. His story's good, bro. And then seeing that dark cinematography, right, with the ice and everything and the frost, and it's gonna look really, really good. I'm not gonna lie.
And like it seems to follow the pattern because they're gonna do Hush, right? Hush is tied to Thomas Wayne. Then they can introduce Mr. Freeze in the sequel. Freeze is tied to Thomas Wayne because he was funding his studies
Oh wow, and then it stopped.
to bring back his wife.
Yeah.
That's why he was using all the cryogenics and shit like that.
See, so it,
Then Thomas Wayne came and cut it off. And he was like, nah, like, I gotta bring my wife back. I'm
Yeah.
fucking killing you. So then that's how he become evil. So, everything is tied to Thomas Wayne. Like, I think the way Matt Reeves is gonna build it is that all the villains is gonna be tied to his father. Or, like, his father's corruption.
Oh, I see.
That's what I think is gonna happen. And this is my theory. I think all the villains that are going to be introduced in future movies are tied to Thomas Wayne, like doing some fuck shit somehow. And then the culmination is going to be, the reason why that was happening is because he's a member of Court of the Owls.
right.
And then Joker, right? They can use Joker as the one that killed his parents.
Right.
Because I feel like everything has to connect somehow.
Yeah.
So that's what I that's what I just
He
thought.
could even be locked up for that.
Well, Joker?
Yeah, at the moment, the reason why they showed him in prison could be for that, for killing
Maybe.
Batman's parents. That'll make people be like, oh, like, you know, whatever. I would like it.
I wouldn't mind if they revisit that plot point because in the first Batman movie, it just seemed like they kind of threw that in there, like
Yeah.
the Joker killed his parents.
Yeah,
Like,
and they didn't even touch on it. They just like showed it, right? Like they didn't even like, I don't know. It was a different time, but
I think now, like now they can really build it as to like he killed their parents. There's no real reason as to why Batman and Joker got a beef. It's just random. Like he's obsessed with him. But why is he obsessed with him? Like how you gonna tie this into something that Thomas Wayne did, and how you gonna make it so that fucking
yo, what's up, y'all?
you know.
A lot of new
Yo,
people
what's up?
a lot of new
What's
people
up?
just came in.
So you gotta make it.
Call in if anybody want to call in. Y'all can call in, be a part of this discussion.
They gotta make it seem like it's like it just has to be worth it. Like for me, right? Like, because I feel like all the Jokers that they ever used, they did shit just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
There's no reason. He just wants to cause chaos.
Yeah.
Right? So this Joker he has to have an origin story of who he's from or what happened.
But a reason of why he's who he is.
Yeah. Again, like, I don't need to know his real name. I don't need to know his background, where he come from. Like,
You just know something that he did that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
everyone knows about in this realm.
like they need to have a reason to beef other than I think you're cool, Batman. Like,
Yeah.
so I think Matt Reeves is gonna do that. And if he could do that, then that would probably be a sick trilogy.
Yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. I could see this movie. I could see his he got a lot of great feedback on looking online all across the board. Like everyone, like of course you see people. It's kind of like shifty too, because in the comments it's half and half. But the way it's being, I guess, a success. It's a success. Like you can see it, you can feel it. It's a success. You know.
Yeah, nah, he's gonna get an Oscar for sure, like without a doubt.
At least a nomination.
Not gonna convince me he's not gonna get an Oscar.
Yeah, at least a nomination. You know, I can see that for sure. And they don't even do that for superhero movies. That's like that's out the question.
It also, yo, listen, man. This movie really made me feel like, yo, we need a Spawn movie, bro.
Yo.
We need a Spawn
Well, it's
movie.
coming.
Like,
It's coming. I told you.
I hope not. Not from him.
Not from him. Not from him and Jamie Foxx.
No, I don't want Todd McFarlane touching Spawn. Like, Spawn is such a, like, that's a legacy character, bro.
Nah, I know what you mean. You
Like, bro.
yeah. You want Matt Reeves to do Spawn, right?
I want give Spawn to anybody. Spawn, if you give Spawn, you give Spawn to Disney, you give Spawn to WB, you can even give Spawn to Sony.
I was about to say
I don't
that.
care.
Sony will actually do good with Spawn, believe it or not.
I think they would too.
Believe it or
I
not.
think they would too.
Like,
But I have no faith in Todd McFarlane, and that's why the movie hasn't happened.
Damn.
They looking at this nigga like, bro, like, you're not Ben Affleck. You trying to write?
and direct. Yeah, you trying to produce, you trying to do everything. Yeah,
Bro,
you doing the most. This is not you.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the studio that he chose to do it, they don't even make superhero movies.
Oh man. So he's definitely, you know what it is? It sounds like he's being greedy.
Yes. That's what I've been saying that for years. And niggas is just like, oh, well, it's popping.
Nah, I told you that last time. I understand, because I'm like, think about it. I do still understand where he's coming from, nigga. As a person, period, right? You're gonna be like, just cause y'all feel like I can't do it. He probably feel like he gonna prove us wrong, you know? But
No, he's not. He's going to prove me right. I'm 1,000% sure, bro.
look, as confident as you are, I believe you. Now I definitely believe you.
Yeah, like, who's going to invest in that? Like, if you got $50 million and you're like, yo, I'll invest in your Spawn movie, what's your plan? He goes, I'm going to do all this.
Yo, by the way, that's not enough for a Spawn movie.
No, it's not.
That's
But
not
that's
enough.
what he wants to do. He wants to do it on, like, a shoestring budget.
Bro, the Disney Plus shows the Marvel Disney Plus shows have $150 million budget for 6 episodes, so $25 million for each episode. You think a Spawn movie is gonna use a $50 million budget? Hell no. Not you. I'm not saying you. I'm saying him. He's bugging. No, he's
but
bugging.
That's like what he wants to do, bro. And I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
Nah,
right
yeah,
now,
I wouldn't suggest that. He needs to partner with somebody else, or Kevin Feige or somebody like that, and they need to throw him
Just
up.
just give the rights. Just sell it, bro.
Yes.
Like, if he sold the Spawn rights, he could probably sell it for $1 billion.
I think more than that. I think you can sell Spawn for $2 billion.
Because it's a universe. Because we got regular Spawn, we got Gunslinger, we got Medieval, we got She-Spawn, we got World War II Spawn, we got. It's a fucking universe.
if he came to Kevin Feige and offered him and asked for that, and I offer like, yo, I'll offer you Spawn for $2 billion, the whole fucking universe. Nigga, Disney will buy that in a heartbeat, bro.
No, for sure.
Cause
Like,
$2 billion
they're
ain't
gonna
nothing.
make that back in, like,
For them, that's nothing. They nigga, you know they spend I think it's $7 or $8 billion annually on just running Disney Plus.
that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous when you think about it. That means they have to make that money back through subscriptions and then profit everything after that. So they got to get to their quota, right? We got to make our 7 or 8 billion back. And then everything after this now is That's crazy.
I want, I want this. I like listen, man. Spawn's one of my favorite characters. I just want to see a movie. Just sell it. I don't care who you sell it to.
Just sell it to someone.
Like, just sell it to somebody because I'm pretty sure they're gonna make whatever is
That they buying it for. Whatever they buying it for, they're gonna make that. Yes.
they're gonna make it good.
You're gonna make your money back and some.
Better than him.
Yes.
Better than Todd.
You're gonna make your money back and some, and then if you want to sell it because you don't feel that it was going right, you're gonna make money back too, more probably.
Yeah, no, yeah, and then they sell it to somebody else, and then we get more Spawn movies.
The stocks is gonna go up. Yeah, the stocks gonna go up, and then yeah. So he needs to do something like that.
And they need to bring back the Crow. They need to stop fucking around too. They need to stop fucking around with the Crow. Bring him back.
Yo,
Let's
the
go.
Crow got so
Like,
many.
We in the superhero boom, and niggas is sleeping on the Crow.
Yo, the Crow got so many fans in the shadows that it's scary. Every time I speak to somebody, I'll be so surprised that when they tell me they're a Crow fan, cause I just wasn't big on it. But when the people, it's frequently like someone be like, "Yo, I'm a Crow fan." Like, "Oh, I love the movie The Crow." I'll be like, "Word." Like, I'm surprised you even mentioned that, right? In this, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Listen, the Crow he's a legacy character. There's these legacy characters with no fucking movies. When was the last time the Ninja Turtles had a fucking movie?
By the way, they just announced that they rebooting it again.
Well, who's directing it?
I'll have to come back with more info on that, but I definitely heard that for sure like 2 weeks ago. It was recent too. That they rebooting it. I think they aiming for 2023.
They better not be Michael Bay.
Oh, it can't be. I'm pretty sure it's not. You know, it's not because he did the last ones, right? He did the last ones.
What?
I'm pretty sure it's not him because he did the last ones.
I hope not.
Yeah, he was.
We need to go back to that gritty, that Daredevil.
Yo, let Matt Reeves. Yo, fuck it. Just let Matt Reeves do it, right?
Let Matt
Let Matt Reeves
Reeves.
do it.
I want Matt Reeves.
Fuck it, right?
Let Matt Reeves do Ninja Turtles.
That's dumb funny, bro. That'll work.
I
It'll
want
work.
Matt Reeves to do Ninja Turtles, Punisher, Spawn,
Yo,
Daredevil.
all them shits. Blade. Yo, I just found something out that I did not even know about at all. You probably know about this for sure or something. But Stan Lee back in the days wanted to buy he wanted to buy Power Rangers and bring them to Marvel.
I didn't know that.
You heard?
But you know what? That would be fucking sick.
And I heard whoever I was reading an article like 2 days ago, and whoever was the I forgot the person's name that was I guess had the rights to them at that time and was running the whole situation. He came to them and he like with a pitch. He pitched it to them and how it will work, and he'll bring them in and did his plans for them, and that they just dubbed him.
Would it?
And he just never asked again. He was like, "Fuck them." Like,
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they were like, yo, like, I'm pretty sure they were like, yo, Power Rangers is such a hot property right now. Like,
yeah. What are you gonna do? You're gonna mess it up. You're gonna mess it up. You're gonna butcher it.
Nah, I just think that they felt like, yo, like, we could do whatever we want with the comics.
Yeah, I think we bigger than y'all probably right now. He probably was thinking that.
Yeah, no,
They were.
So, like, we'll make more money publishing it ourselves than letting you do it.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
I definitely see that.
Because they had Star Wars. Marvel was doing Star Wars for a while in the 70s, in the 80s, in the late 70s, 80s. Then they went to Dark Horse.
Well, you can't. I can't hear you. What's going on? Yo. Gang? Hold on. We having technical difficulties. Smash that like button, like, oh, subscribe. Alright, we got him. I'm getting him back in here right now.
But yeah, like I was saying, somebody FaceTimed me and I tried to exit out. But yeah, so, I think it would have been, it more financially better for them just to self-publish. I don't know what publisher they went through. They probably went through like some nobody.
Yeah.
And they probably
I
just like,
I think he would have definitely, as excited as they made him seem in the article, Stanley. I think he would have definitely made them more Marvel-y, like instead of just more kiddie the way Power Rangers end up being. They could have had a really good saga in Marvel, bro. They could have had a great run as being Marvel characters, bro. If you think about this.
but was it like were they gonna be integrated into Marvel, or was it gonna be like Star Wars? How was it? It was like separate or something?
Nah. He wanted to integrate them. From what I got from the article, he wanted to integrate them in it, and he has his own plans for how he wanted them to basically function and entwine with the rest of the Marvel universe, Marvel comics. I'm like, that would have been dope because who knows the plans he would like, the ideas he was thinking of, like, yo, the Power Rangers are cool and I can have them now be.
That fits.
You can have them now have a mission with them fighting and Spider-Man with them now. You'd be like, not like he stays with them, like just that one little issue, like that's dope, bro.
Oh, he wanted to do crossovers.
Now, not only crossover, he just wanted them to be a part of Marvel. Like, he wanted them to be like, fuck it, you're retcon now in it. You're integrated in it. Like, you're part of Marvel. Our storyline's now growing. I'm going to write y'all in ways that y'all Marvel characters for sure now. So he wanted to go the whole nine. Yeah, he wanted to go the whole 9 yards. I seen the light as soon as I was reading it. I'm like, oh, this would have been crazy. And then I went into the comments. Apparently, people knew about this, like mad people. I was like, oh, heard this crazy.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that's dope.
I know that Power Rangers had a whole story arc. I think it was like 4 or 5 issues with the Justice League.
That's crazy. I didn't know about that. That's dope.
Yeah, so they had like and I was reading it, and it was actually really good. It was Batman fighting with the Black Ranger and shit like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
they
good.
had
That
the
seems.
Megazords. The Megazord was chasing Flash. It was really good.
That's
and then they
dope.
did the Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. And the Ninja Turtles was wearing the power suits.
That's fire. That's
That
fire.
was pretty
It would have been
cool.
fire too if the Power Rangers was the ninja versions, the ones from the second movie.
The Power Rangers was the Ninja. Yeah, they were.
Oh, all right. So that's dope. That makes mad sense
Yeah,
then.
they had the suits on and
Versus the
everything.
Ninja Turtles. Alright, yeah, Ninjas
And
versus
then the
Ninjas.
Ninja Turtles had their own Megazord, and they called it the Turtle Zord.
Oh, that's dope. I gotta look into that. Sounds fire.
They're actually releasing the toys.
All right. I gotta look. I'm gonna look that up after this.
And then Shredder got the Green Ranger.
About to be in
They
here.
had the Green-
Pull up, bro. Pull up.
They had the Green Ranger morphing. Shredder got the power ring, and he turned into the Green Ranger.
Okay. That's fine.
But yeah, so I mean, other than that, like I think that overall, like the Batman movie was the best movie. Rest in peace, Scott Hall. Todd McFarlane fucking self-spawn already, bro. Like, really
Stop being
fucking
selfish.
get it, man. You know how long I've been waiting for a new Spawn? We haven't had a Spawn movie in my nigga almost 20 years.
No, we haven't had no Spawn cartoon, no Spawn nothing in a while.
Something.
Animated movie, nothing. It's been a while.
It's just like
It's frustrating.
Tom McFarlane at fucking cons, and I just want to fucking punch that nigga in his face, bro.
Like, they got Miss Marvel coming out. You can't give us a Spawn.
Exactly. We have fucking how many Batman movies?
Facts.
Spawn is like Batman and Venom put together,
You're right. I ain't never look at it like that, and that's a great comparison.
and we got a Venom movie. Venom got his own movie before Spawn did.
Well, no. Spawn.
I mean, recently.
I'm about to say that, yeah.
Like,
Because he will.
got his own movie before Spawn did in like the last 20 years. Like, what are you fucking doing? Fucking Venom got a movie before the Crow, bro. Before the Crow.
Nah, but Venom's a big deal, bro. Venom's a big deal. Venom's kind of bigger than both of those characters.
Listen, when they announced that Venom movie, I was like, this is gonna be trash. Like,
What, the first one or the second one?
the first one.
The first one was mad good, though. Well, not mad good. It was good.
It was decent.
It was decent.
but
The second one, they flopped on the second one. Because they added Carnage, and that's a big deal, and you don't take it light with Carnage, and you definitely don't make it a 90-minute movie. They spaz with that.
No, they make it 60
Yo,
Like,
bro, and then with credits and everything, that shit was an hour and 14 minutes. That shit was like an animated movie. You was like, yo, what the fuck?
no, I don't. The thing is, the thing I'm most excited for with anything Venom, the Venom universe, is if they're gonna do the God of Symbiotes. They do the God of Symbiotes.
I heard that they well, it was like yesterday. I came across it. I didn't hear it. I just came across it. I was reading it. That they're planning a movie at Sony for Spider-Man, or basically the 3 Spider-Men versus the symbiotes. And then they had a picture of on the cover. It was Tom, Toby, and Andrew on one side, and on the other side it was Venom and Carnage, and in the middle they had Null.
Yeah, but who's gonna? I'm not gonna lie. No will buy them. So I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know how they're gonna win that. Like I don't know how. Like theoretically.
I got an idea.
They would need more help.
Yeah, I got an idea though how they could win with just that. Basically they kill Carnage, right? You have to kill Carnage, but get Venom to switch sides, and then after that, all 3 Spideys and Venom take on Null.
That's still not enough.
But for their movie, it is enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause you can't have them lose it, right? It's not an Infinity War, you know what I mean? So one of them would die probably. It's probably Toby, but I can see them making that work, that it wins, or for them against, and they got a symbiote on their side, and that could be like the cop out, right? Oh, they had a symbiote, so he was able to do certain things.
What if Morbius joins?
Now we talking. Now we talking.
Morbius.
Now we talking.
Morbius, because then we could get who else is getting their
Miles,
spinoff?
you debut Miles Morales in this movie.
You need more than Miles Morales. Like they gotta bring everybody. They gotta throw the kitchen sink. They need to open up the multiverse again.
Yeah, Scarlet. The Scarlet Spider. They gotta throw mad people, different people in there and shit.
They need Ben Riley.
Mm-hmm.
They need to bring freaking Anya Corazon, the Mexican chick from like whatever. They need to bring everybody.
My son, Miguel, right? What's his name? From
Miguel Ojada.
yeah, it's like 2089.
They need to open up the portal, and then you just see the army of them coming out. Because that's the only way they beat it. No.
Yo, if you want, we could do another one right after this. Just let me close this one out, because I know this live is probably like over an hour.
Okay, so then we could close this one.
I bet. So let me just close both of them at the same time, matter of fact. Alright, let us know what y'all thought. This second segment, our second live of the night, is Sluggy J. Smash that like button like Hawk, subscribe, and until next time, assemble time. It's about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy? You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hawk. Yeah.